magical creatures. Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are new or returning. Hi, hello, I am Unionicorn, and today we have a fun messages from the fairies, specifically love messages from the fairies today. A nice little fairy themed reading for you. Now we have this first crystal stone. And oh my gosh, I did forget to look up what this one is. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments, because I'm not even really sure. I bought this, I think, at it was never labeled what it was. I think I just got it. I ended up getting it last year when I went to, there's this little fairy garden area. Basically, it was botanical gardens, yeah, and there was people made little fairy gardens, so yeah, I thought it was perfect, a little souvenir to get a crystal mushroom, but I don't know what it is, so I do apologize. So if anyone knows what stone this is, please let me know. But yeah, let's just call this one the tan mushroom for pile number 1, and then for pile number 2 we have this beautiful white and pink crystal. Again, I knew this at one point. I feel so terrible. That's what I forgot to do. I set this whole thing up and then I forgot to look up what these crystals actually are, because I'm not sure what this one is either. I know I can find it, pile 2. If you pick this one, I'll tell you at your reading. But yeah, it is I think they called it pink agate, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's pink and white. Actually, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think it was something like flower agate, because it's it makes these little, I don't know if you can see that on, if it's picking up a camera, but it's almost it's almost got a flowery edge. I don't know. It's very beautiful. But yeah, that's for you, pile number 2. If you pick this pink and white, I think it's called a flower agate butterfly for pile number 2. And then last but not least, pile number 3. These are rolling away from me. Pile number 3, we have, again, don't know this stone. I'm so sorry, I'm terrible today. I don't know the names of my stones. If anyone knows what these are called, please let me know. But this is kind of a chunky little mushroom as well. It almost looks like, oh my gosh, what do you call that? Petrified wood in a way. But yeah, this is what's called the brown mushroom for pile number 3. Yeah, I do apologize for not knowing the names of my stones today. Very, very unprofessional of me, but yeah, that's gonna be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you'd like, you can go straight to your reading. And otherwise, if you want to stick around, I can go over all the decks we're going to be using today if you want to watch that. If not, you can always skip ahead to watch the shuffle portion of the video. And again, I always have timestamps in the description box as well as pinned in the comments below. So yeah, I will either see you right at your reading or in the pick a pile or the shuffle or any of those. Yeah, so thank you for being here, and I'll see you in your piles. Okay, bye. Hello, welcome to the, I was gonna say pick a pile. It's not pick a pile yet. It's not even the shuffle portion. Oh my gosh. It is going over the decks. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this is all the decks I'm going to be using for this reading today. We have the Tarot of Enchantment, or sorry, Forest of Enchantment Tarot. This is a new deck for me, so I'm still learning this one. Then we also have the Green Witch Tarot. That looks like this here, Green Witch Tarot. So those are both new decks in my collection. And then we also have the Enchanted Love Tarot. Now this might contain nudity. I shall see. We'll see what comes out of this one. I'm a little nervous to use this one. Just a quick reminder, as always, my readings are always intended for 18 plus, so just know that. But yeah, this one though has some very beautiful cards, so I wanted to use that today since it is love readings from the fairies. Now, I also am going to get one of these Alice in Wonderland themed oracles. Now, I know it's not an Alice in Wonderland themed reading, but yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out of here. Just really curious. Curious. Then we also have, of course, the classic Romance Angels. This one, always like to get at least one card from here. Then we also have the Fairy tarot cards, as well as the Oracle of the Fairies. So we've got these two decks. These ones, I think I will draw a couple of these. It depends because I have so many decks. I always go a little overboard when it comes to the decks I want to use now that I have such a collection. So then we also have the Fairy Tale Tarot, as well as the Mystic Fairy Tarot. So we'll get at least one of each of those. Then I may or may not use the Moonshadow Floral Vow. Still on the fence about using this. I've just been using this a lot lately, so I'm not sure. But I mean, they're so beautiful with all the flowers that I tend to get it, especially now that I've been using this pink garland a lot. The rose pink garland. Yeah, just kind of goes with the vibes. I don't know. So we'll see. I probably will only get one of those if I do end up drawing from that deck. And then we also have, last but certainly not least, I have all of these oracles that are like direct messages. Direct. I don't know why I struggled to say that word. The direct messages from your love. So we have the Hidden Truth Oracle, Love Me Not Oracle, as well as Roses in Love Oracle. So we're going to use all of those to get some messages directly from your lover. And then last but not least, we'll draw a Lover's Oracle as well. So yeah, that's going to be a nice big reading. Oh, also, we'll see if I end up getting these because I'm not sure if I want to draw a Secret Garden card. I think I will. I think I'll get one of these as well. So again, see how I'm like I'm going way too overboard with the decks. I have to pare it down at some point. I might even draw from my own like deck here that I made out of out of like index cards. So we'll see if I pull from that. But yeah, that's going to be all the decks I plan to use today in this reading. So if you want, get cozy, get yourself a nice drink, get yourself a nice snack, snuggle in, and yeah, welcome to the shuffle portion of the video. Enjoy. Hello, magical creatures. Welcome to the pick a pile section of the reading. So if you like to pick with the cards all shuffled out, then here are your piles. For pile number 1, we have this sort of tan, sort of skinnier mushroom. Again, I wish I knew what stone this is. I do not. It was not labeled when I bought it, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, if anyone knows, let me know. But that's going to be for pile 1, this little skinny mushroom. And then for pile number 2, we have this beautiful little butterfly stone, and I believe this is called flower agate. I'll double check that, but yes, this beautiful pink and white agate stone in the shape of a butterfly for pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have this like plump mushroom, and I believe this stone, I actually don't know, it looks to me almost as though, see the striations in it? I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but it's almost like it is petrified wood, but I could be wrong. But again, if you know, please let me know. I'm sorry that I don't know what these mushrooms are, because I bought them in shops and then they weren't labeled, and then I meant to look them up, but I'm not sure how to find what they are when they're not labeled when I buy them. So yeah, if anyone knows, please let me know. I'd love that. But yeah, so again, pile 1 is the skinny tan mushroom, pile 2 is the pink and white butterfly, and pile number 3 is the plump brown mushroom. And yeah, thank you for choosing this reading, and I'll see you in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile number 1, if you chose this tan skinny mushroom. Again, I wish I knew what this is. My best guess would be citrine, but I don't think that's correct. So if you know, please let me know. Like I said, I bought this at a botanical garden in the gift shop, and they had it was when I went to go look at the botanical garden, and they had this little display of a bunch of cute little fairy houses, what people made little fairy homes. It was really cute. But yeah, unfortunately I don't know what this stone is, because I bought it in the gift shop and they didn't know either. So if anyone knows, please let me know. But yeah, pile number 1, this is your pick, this little cute mushroom. Then this is going to be a reading, and we're asking the question, well, basically I left it kind of open-ended this time around. So it's not really a question so much as, what does the universe want to tell you about love? And we're asking the fairies today. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I had to adjust my chair. It was come undone. So I don't know, maybe that's a message for somebody. Sorry about that, pile 1. But yeah, we have a fairy themed message today. Basically love messages from the fairies. So let's see what cards you get. Okay, so you have clock time, time, pressure, in a rush. Interesting. This is about you feeling rushed for something. You also have 9 of gems, independence. Okay. Then we have 20 harvest. This exact card, excuse me, I have been tongue-tied all day, which is a great time to do a reading, right? But yeah, this exact card in this exact deck came out in another reading, is what I'm trying to say, in one of my last readings. So maybe check out my last reading. I'm curious if any of you got that in the last reading I did. I am curious. Oh, and you have this card. This is Black Shuck. I'll have to look that one up. This is a new deck for me. All right, and then you also have Release Your Ex. Okay, yeah, and you have clock time. So the clock is ticking on releasing your ex, it seems. Okay. Then you also have 2 of Cups. Cute. As well as, whoops, my gosh. You know, I did not give myself very much room today, I'm realizing, on the table. My bad. I tend to, I kind of overdid it with the decorations today, I think. But we have 2 of Cups, and then we also have 7 of Wands. Ooh, that's scary looking, huh? Pushing the witch into the, this is Hansel and Gretel pushing the witch into the oven. Spooky. All right, so yeah, something about time is up. Time is up. Got to move on from something in order to bring in this harvest. Again, it was, yes, you're claiming your independence. You're releasing your ex, claiming your independence, pile 1. Interesting. Okay. And you also have 5 of Cups. And we also have 4 of Pentacles, as well as 4 of Cups. Yeah, look at these 2. They're not seeing eye to eye. In fact, see, they're very different. This is like a fairy and this is a mermaid. And so, yeah, they're just very fundamentally 2 different people is what I'm getting from this card. At least on first glance, that's what I'm getting, is the vibe, pile 1, that whoever you are, you're very different from this person that I think you're currently dating or you're with, and that if this is not resonating, please don't try to make it fit. Go ahead and pick a different pile if this is not your story, pile 1. But I'm definitely getting for some of you, for who this is supposed to resonate for, I'm getting that you are really like feeling stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in anymore when it comes to romantic love. And yeah, the fairies are just trying to tell you that, like, it's okay to move on. You don't always have to make it work. If it's something that, like, you just can't see eye to eye with, it's okay to release your ex. It's okay to release this person from your life to gain this independence, to move on to a new chapter where you're going to feel like, I hate to say it if this is your story, but don't shoot the messenger, pile 1. But if this is resonating for you, it's like you're waiting. It's almost like you're waiting on something to happen, but the fairies are saying you have to make that change. And I know it sucks. Excuse my French. I know that it's difficult to have to hear that, because if you're like anything like me, it's like, oh, why can't this just happen for me? You know, like, universe, I trust in divine timing, and like, you do it for me. But yeah, I tend to be that way, pile 1, and it's not always the best, because it's like, you know, you do have to make a choice here, is what I'm getting. You have to choose to do this, but the time is ticking, and the sooner you do it, I'm hearing, the better you'll feel. And again, please, if this does not resonate with you, only take this if this is how you've truly been feeling, okay? I want to reiterate, never do something like drastic, like breaking up with your partner or something like that drastic. If this is not your story, if like, you know who you are, if this resonates for you, like, this is something you've already been thinking about. This is something you've already been getting intuitive nudges from the universe to do. So again, I just want to reiterate that I'm not out here trying to break up marriages or anything like that. I'm not that kind of girl, okay? Like, just take the messages if it resonates. And again, if it doesn't, go ahead and pick a different pile. But yeah, I'm just getting that this is what this card definitely means. Release your ex. And it's like, the time is, because it feels like, you know, you're like, you know that for you, this is something you've wanted to do. If this is your pile, you've wanted and you've been thinking about breaking up, and you just have been putting it off for whatever reason. And yeah, the fairies are saying, in order to bring in the next chapter, right? This is a love reading. And so I'm sorry, it's not very lovey-dovey, but it's like, the point is that if you're unhappy in your current relationship and it's not working out, you can always choose. But this is, again, we have free will, right? So the universe isn't going to do it for us, right? We have to make the choice to be like, this is not working. We just don't see eye to eye, and I'm going to move on. So this time, this clock here is just in a reminder that, you know, we don't live forever, you know, as dark as that is. That's the truth, is we have to remind ourselves that we don't have this infinite time. Like, if you want to find someone that you are more compatible with, you might have to just, you know, do the uncomfortable thing, which is breaking up with someone you don't want to be with, in order to make room in your life for the next person who will, you know, fit your life better, right? And again, this isn't, you know, you're whoever this is. I'm not saying anything negative against your current partner either. Like, this could be like the most kindest, nicest, most wonderful person in the world, but for whatever reason, you just might not be compatible in other other things. Like, you know, it might be a situation for some of you where it's like they look good on paper, and, you know, your life is like, you know, it's not bad, but it's just not what you want, right? And again, I cannot stress this enough. I have to keep reminding anyone who's watching this, do not take this message if it does not resonate. This is only for those who have been feeling this nudge already, and this reading is just meant to serve as a confirmation, okay? Again, I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything rash, and again, you always have free will, and, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's always ultimately your decision to take any advice from a tarot reading. Like, I don't know you, I don't know your situation, so only take what resonates, right? I have to keep reiterating that for those who are trying to make this fit. It might just not fit for you, and that's okay. Okay, so definitely go pick another reading. I know I keep saying that, but it's so, like, I feel like people are still lingering who are like, oh, I don't know if this fits my situation. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. But yeah, for those of you who it is really resonating with, you know that this is just serving as a confirmation that you've been wanting this independence from this ex, from this current partner who is, yeah, because this says release your ex. Like, this could mean also that if this person is your ex, you're still not over them. That could also resonate for you. Like, if you're already exes, but you haven't gotten over them, and then you need to release them in order to bring in the next romantic interest, that could be for some of you. But I think I'm getting for a majority of you who this is resonating for whom this reading is for, I'm getting the sense that, you know, this is for someone who is already sort of decided in their mind that they need to do this, but this is just the last sort of intuitive nudge from spirit, from the fairies, encouraging you to do this. Yeah, the Fool, perfect. Yeah, so like, take this leap of faith, right? The Fool is all about starting fresh. It's 0 in the deck because it's the very first card in the tarot. So yeah, this is all about starting something new, you know, starting fresh. Release whatever this old thing is to gain your independence, to take a leap of faith, right, into this new chapter in your life is what I'm getting. Yeah, beautiful. I love when the messages, oh, and you got the Magician too, which is the next card in the deck. Okay, and this is why I record my shuffles, guys. This did not come out side by side. I shuffled between these two cards, and I say that only because some people might assume that just because it's like, oh, you didn't shuffle the deck enough. No, I did. It just so happened to be the Fool and the Magician. So 2 major arcana, the first 2 tarot cards in the deck. So again, that's such a strong indication that, yeah, this is a confirmation to me, the reader, to be like, yeah, this is exactly the message that's supposed to come through for you, pile 1, is that you have been feeling stuck and stagnant with these cards here for a long time. See how bored she looks? See how upset she looks? She's like crossing, they're like not happy together. She's bored in this relationship. And so, yeah, this is the message that you need to hear today, pile one, to just remind yourself that you don't have to be in this situation if you don't want to. You are currently choosing to stay, which is fine because you have free will. And you know, nothing's stopping you from staying either. But if you want this new beginning with someone new, like you may not even, you know, you might not meet this new person until after you've fully released your ex, because, you know, we don't want to we want to make sure that we're fully available for this new person coming in, right? Let's put it that way. It's not always a good thing to meet your next lover before you're already exited your, you know, past relationship, right? When we're mature adults, it's best if we can, and it's easier said than done, believe me, as someone who has struggled with independence myself. Yeah, this is just a message that's like, you have to release this old person if you want the new person to come in. That new person is going to be more of a energetic match for you, pile one. You're going to have, I think, more things in common with this other person who is, you know, kind of waiting in the wings, let's say, right? The fairy wings now. They're sort of waiting in the wings, waiting, you know, energetically speaking. This person isn't going to come in until you've decided to move past this old person, you know? So out with the old, in with the new. That's what I'm getting. And again, for the third time, only take this message if it is your story, if it resonates, if it is just, this is just supposed to serve as a confirmation to those who've already been feeling this way, who've already been, you know, 1 foot out the door, let's say, in this situation, and they just needed this reading to confirm that that is what's happening here. So then maybe we can get some messages, future messages then from your future person, since this is all about your old person. And once you release this old person, what is the new person? Oh, pure intention. Let's see. The Fairy of Manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Right, yeah. So I heard this thing once where recently I heard that like what's best for you is best for all involved. And it's because, especially when it comes to romantic love, right, pile one, we maybe sense that like we're gonna hurt this other person if we like break up and break their heart. But truthfully, if you're not happy in a situation and you've really tried your best to make it work and it just does not work, what's best might truly be to release this person, because that frees them up as well, right? Because if, like, say you're just truly not compatible, you know, they're also probably not happy in the relationship, right? And so they're also probably going to be happier if they find someone who's more compatible with them. So yeah, the idea is just that, like, this is also, you have a, you know, a pure heart, I can tell, pile one. And so your intentions are good, right? I just heard that song, like, please don't let me be misunderstood. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Yeah, sorry, I'm not singing today. But yeah, you know that song, right? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look that up. Put it in the song recommendations if I can find the title of that song. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, let me know if you know in the comments. But yeah, so this is going to be best for all involved, even if it is difficult in the moment. And then let's see, you have Princess of Autumn, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Oh, okay. So yeah, I did ask, like, what is this new person then coming into your life? Because I'm just curious myself. Okay, so this new person is going to be more studious and cheerful, mischievous. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Yeah, I definitely am getting the sense that this reading is meant to be just a little, you know, a little push, like a push on a swing, you know, like a gentle push from the universe and the fairies to be like, follow your intuition when it comes to this thing. You know, any reading, I'm always encouraging you follow your own intuition when it comes to this stuff, you know. Again, if it does not resonate for you, do not try to make it fit. But if it does, if this is making sense to you, yeah, oh, the Empress, beautiful energy. Time to take action. Yeah, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Yeah, so this is you, pile one. You definitely want to become this Empress energy, and yeah, you're trying to move toward that. You're trying to manifest pure intentions for all involved, for the highest good of all, to become this Empress energy. You or your person, your divine, oh, I just heard divine counterpart. I don't know. Is your divine counterpart the one who's going to come in next? Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, okay, potential, right. This has the potential to become something better, but you have to release this other person, this old flame. I don't want to get too much into twin flames, but if that resonates for you, maybe this is speaking about like a false flame versus a true flame, twin flame. But only take that if that resonates for you, pile one. But yeah, this says potential, the littlest key can open the heaviest door. Oh, this reminds me of Secret Garden. This is literally called the Secret Garden Tarot, by the way. And I don't know if you know this. I just found this out. Fun fact, if you are a Swiftie like me. Did you know that The Secret Garden, one of my favorite movies from the 90s, apparently Taylor Swift also loves that movie because there's references to it in her latest music video, Opalite, in the mall. Apparently that's what's playing, or something like that. I heard from, I don't know. It's like, that's like the movie that is potentially being referenced in that, as well as apparently the key. Do y'all know the story of The Secret Garden, where there's obviously a garden and it unlocks with a key, and this key is actually shaped very interesting. It's not like a normal key shape. It's a very particular shape of a key in this movie specifically, because I like read the book growing up as well, but in the movie it's a very unique looking key, and this key apparently is Taylor Swift's stage, like her when she does music concerts, right? She apparently made the stage look like the Secret Garden key. I don't know. Sorry if that's a tangent for some of you, if you're like, I don't care about Taylor Swift. But for some of you out there, if y'all are Swifties like me, I think you'd find that interesting. Because yeah, it's sort of like a lesser known fact about like hidden in plain sight kind of clues and things. So yeah, you definitely have potential here for a new situation. If you're able and willing to release this old situation, you have beautiful, abundant energy coming in for you, pile one. So I was going to possibly pull some love messages for you. So let's see what comes out. I'm curious now. This could either be from your old person or your new person. I'm a little unsure what will pop out, but let's see. Oh, okay, well, some just fell. I have had so many dreams of you. Okay. So yeah, some of you, this is someone who dreams of you often, or you have also dreamed of them, potentially. And of course, I dropped a bunch of cards on the floor. Hold on. Okay, and also have, I'm so thankful to have met you. Okay, so for some of you, this could be someone you did meet once, but you're not like in a relationship with them. Or this could be someone who has an ex. Again, if this is about your ex, then your ex is saying they're thankful for the relationship, even though it didn't, you know, even though it had to end. Oh my gosh. Hope y'all can't see me on camera picking up these cards off the floor. All right. Then the last one that fell on the floor says, I think we would make a really cute couple. Yeah, so I'm going to say this is someone who does know of you. Maybe they, I don't know if you have like a social media presence, maybe they somehow know of you before you've met them. But this also says, I'm thankful to have met you. So take it how it resonates for you. Let's see. I also got, I love your eyes. So that's on the top there. Someone thinks you have very lovely eyes, pile 1. Okay, 2 more of these, and then I'll get some more final love messages for pile 1. Okay, so those 2 came out. Says, I love the way you make me feel. And then I love your hair. Okay, so someone loves your hair and your eyes. Someone just thinks you're really pretty. And I think this is probably because, or handsome if you identify more masculine. Take it how it resonates for you. But someone just really loves the way you look. And it's probably just because this is like, a new relationship with potential here. So they don't maybe know too much about you, but they're thankful they met you. They think you're really cute and that you two would make a really cute couple. And so they like the feeling you gave them when if you did meet this person just maybe in passing or something. Or again, if they just like look at your social media and know you from social media. But yeah, they love your eyes and your hair, so they really think you're beautiful or quite charming or handsome or lovely. Take it how you want. Take how it resonates there. But yeah, they do think you're very attractive. And bottom of the deck is, I love your laugh. So yeah, they love a lot of things about you. Pile 1. All right, then we have Hidden Truth Oracle. Now I could have shuffled these before, but I thought it would be best if I shuffled them, right now. I could have added these two. Probably should have shuffled them earlier, but okay, there you go. First message. I hid who I really am from you. Okay, so this might be your ex speaking. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it turned out like, maybe it started off like you thought you were really compatible, but then later you found out you're not as compatible as you thought. And like, maybe it's because they actually hid who they really were. Maybe they were putting on a front. Yeah, I know I messed up everything. Yeah, so this person kind of almost, I want to say it's like the bait and switch sort of situation where they portrayed themselves to be someone they weren't. And so you thought you were falling in love with and very compatible with the sort of false identity of this person, rather than with their true identity, which, is really unfortunate, but it does happen fairly often. All right, I've definitely experienced, people putting on like almost like a character, like they're trying to play a character, but that's not who they really are. It's just who they think the world wants them to be. And so if they don't have like a strong sense of self identity, that can happen. Which, we have to give a little bit of grace. Like it's obviously not ideal for us, but some people don't even know they're doing it, just a reminder there. So you came closer than anyone. So yeah, whoever this was to you, this I'm getting these messages are from the ex. Whoever this was, they still felt incredibly close to you, and they do feel like thankful for the time you shared together. I feel like they learned a lot about themselves through this relationship with you, but they learned that, you know, unfortunately it just happens sometimes in relationships where you grow apart, and you were great for each other at one point and then you no longer are, which, you know, it's a shame, but it happens. And so it says, you were the best thing in my life. Yeah. So this person really, I think they, at one point, they really enjoyed the time you did spend together, that you were best for each other at one point, but I wish I had treated you better. Yeah. So this person also regrets the way they treated you. They know that, you know, that you kind of deserve better because they didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And so maybe there's also just maybe too much, like, too much has happened. I was going to say too much water under the bridge, but it's sort of the opposite of water under the bridge, right? Because water under the bridge is like things you can get over, but it's more like there's too much baggage. Yeah. There's too much that can't really be watered under the bridge, if that makes sense. Can't water it down. Like, there's too much, you know, painful memories here that, you know, maybe it's best to just, like, again, getting the release your ex card. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting more of these. Let's see. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah. So this person feels like they lost themselves in this relationship where they didn't intend to, but again, this is, I'm definitely channeling the ex for this. And where's the pink cards, where a lot more about your future person. Do I take these? I don't know. So if this is your ex, this came out, I left you before you could leave me. Yeah. So for some of you, they broke up with you because they thought that you were going to break up with them, something like that. Yeah. And then someone else says, I am not available. So maybe for some of you, it was a situationship. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, so sometimes they still dream about you. This person thinks about you, which is interesting. I look for you everywhere. Yeah, so this person is weird because they're like, they want to, it's like they have regret. So I wish I could share my good news with you. Yeah, so this person still, they catch themselves feeling like still missing you in the way that like is like, there was this familiarity where, you know, even if you didn't always get along, they do miss being able to share good times with you or being able to share good news. Again, if this is coming out, if this is your ex, right? Because you got release your ex. I think most of you, this is already an ex relationship, a past relationship versus someone who you have to break up with, but, or not have to. I don't want to say have to, but you're being gently encouraged or nudged toward maybe, let's say, looking at your options out, after a separation or breakup here, or a situationship even for some. Whoever this is to you, whoever you're thinking about, whoever this complicated relationship that, because you know, right? Using your intuition, you know who it is that you need to release, okay? Whoever they are to you, they you know, they think about you too. It's just that, yeah, for whatever reason, it wasn't compatible. I get excited when I think about how incredible we could be together. Okay, so this is your person who's coming up. This person, again, who could have met you. Okay. Do I take all of these? I don't know. I do like you, and a lot of other people do too. Yeah, look, options. Didn't I say that earlier? Possibilities, options. Yeah. But at this time, it's like you want more of a casual thing, because this is casual. I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. Okay. Maybe not yet, again, because this is new. It has potential. But you're incredibly alluring. So they're definitely attracted to you, this new person. Interesting. All right. And sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth. I didn't expect to in this reading, but I mean, I try not to go into readings with any expectations, including the amount of time I'm spending, because I'm like, oh, it's already half an hour reading. I always try to go less than that, and I always end up going longer. So that's just how it tends to be. All right, Roses in Love, Oracle next. Let's see what comes out of here. So again, it could be your new person, could be your old person. Let's see. Let's see. I do ask Spirit to maybe try to stick to one of these energies per deck. Like, because at first it was like, it's almost like these two are competing for your time and energy too, honestly. Especially if you know both of them. They're definitely trying to almost like fight it out in these cards, it feels. All right. Let's see. I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. Wow, someone's already using the L word. Okay. And we also have, when I can hold you again, I will never let go. Maybe this new person, maybe that's from a dream. I became numb because I refused to take accountability for my behavior. Okay, is this the new person or the old person? One more. I didn't realize how perfect you are to me. I don't realize. Okay, no, you don't realize. Sorry, I read that wrong. You don't realize how perfect you are to me. Maybe this is like the new person then. Okay. I tried to ask for one more. It says, I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. Okay, so maybe this person, this new person, is, I'm getting like a sense that they're almost scared to come through because like they don't feel ready for this connection, which is fair, especially if you're mirroring each other's energies, because you are also not ready for this connection. It seems like pile one, because of this release your ex card, you still have to release this old person in order to bring in this new person. So yeah, this new person doesn't feel ready for this, but again, if they know you from social media, or if they know you, if you've met once or twice and they know who you are, they are very attracted to you, and they do see, literally, this came out, I wasn't going to take it, but literally what I was about to say, you're the only one I see. They see a potential here, for sure, for sure. They see the potential. Okay, so yeah, you're the only one they seem like at all interested in. They just don't feel ready for anything right now. And I don't think they will, and again, until you also. So here's the thing. Energy, it's like, especially in like a twin flame dynamic, which I'm not saying this new person is your twin flame, but they definitely could be. And the reason why I say that is because they will be marrying, oh my gosh. Maybe some of you will get married to this person. I didn't get that in the cards, but I was trying to say they're mirroring you, and it came out marrying you. So I don't know. Maybe some of you will get married to this new person. But yeah. It's so funny because I was trying to say they're mirroring you, and it's almost like they took over my mouth and they said marrying. I'm marrying you. Yeah, because you're the only one they see. they see the potential here. Yeah, they think you're perfect for them, but they just are a little scared to come forward. And I think it's because you are probably preoccupied with this other person here. And they don't want to mess anything up by coming toward you too early, pile 1. So keep that in mind, okay? So again, even though it might be scary to release this, if this is, again, your reading, pile 1, if you've been considering releasing your ex, know that this new person won't come forward until you do that, because they want to be respectful of your relationship, right? They don't want to mess anything up. They don't want to intimidate you or scare you away. They want to make sure that everything is perfect for, like this word here, perfect. They want to make sure everything's perfect before they shoot their shot, right? So, because they feel like they only get one chance to not mess this up. Okay, pile 1, so keep that in mind. But yeah, this is going to be your reading, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this nice long reading. It's like 40-minute readings. So yeah, hopefully you got something great out of this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Really, really helps me out with the algorithm. So thank you so much for doing that and giving back a little bit to this energy exchange we had today. So yeah, thank you for letting me read your cards, and I hope you have a beautiful, lovely, magical day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care, pile 1. Bye. Oh, hi, pile 1. I almost forgot to get you a Lover's Oracle, so let's just open it up, and I am being called to just take the top one. So let's see what it says. It says romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, yeah, so again, this could mean that your new person is right around the corner, and yeah, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna feel like you got hit, like, what's the song? Straight through the heart, right? But not that you give love a bad name, yeah, but it's just like you're gonna feel like shot through the heart with Cupid's arrow, right? You're gonna feel, you're gonna be able to feel it if you haven't already felt this new person. But you'll know who that is. So yeah, thanks, pile 1. Have a good day. See you next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful butterfly, the pink and white stone, I did look this up just to be sure, and I was right. It is pink flower agate. So it has these very beautiful little like flowering shapes inside. Yeah, so this is going to be your reading if you picked this beautiful pink flower agate butterfly, pile number 2. And we are asking the universe and the fairies today just for some general love messages. So I didn't actually have like a specific question in mind. I just wanted to see what kind of messages came out today. So that's what we're gonna look at today. And yeah, so let's check out your first card here. So it says, law is not justice, rules that are not fair. Interesting. Okay, so you're going through something here, pile 1. Oh, you have Ace of Roses though. Beautiful. Passion. So I believe Ace of Roses in this deck is the Ace of Cups. Very beautiful. Let's see, maybe I can put here a little. You see that on? It's kind of covered up. I definitely over decorated. Let's put that here. There. That you can definitely see it there. All right. So yeah, there might not be too much room today, but I'll try to make room. Let's see. Ooh, you also have Ace of Wands. Wow, yeah. Also a very much like a passionate card. This is not a not safe for work kind of reading. By the way, all of my readings, just a reminder, are for 18 plus. Any tarot readings, I think any tarot reader would say all tarot readings are intended for those who are adults, 18 years or older. But yeah, I would say that my readings, this reading was not intended to be, you know, not safe for work or you know, R-rated. But if you know, you know, Ace of Wands could represent something passionate. Let's see what else you have. Six of Visions. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Reading in the forest. Hopefully that shows up. Let's see. You also have Queen of Cups. Yeah. Which is great to get in a love reading. And I do apologize about over decorating the top of my scene here. It's like I'm already struggling to fit all your cards in. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this? Okay. Also, I'm not like pulling these in any particular order like I usually do. Let's see. You also have Three of Wands. All right. Yeah, very, very creative, passionate cards. As well as, oh, Temptation. Ooh, okay. Passion and Temptation. Interesting, interesting. Can you see that? Okay. You also have Justice. Right, because you had this Justice card. Law is not justice. Justice twice. Interesting. Okay. You also have Knight of Wands. Okay, again, a lot of wands. Got Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands here. Yeah, interesting. Just trying to fit that all on screen for you so you can screenshot it later. You also have Page of Cups. Yeah, a lot of cups and wands. So definitely a passionate, loving energy for this reading. And then we have Six of Wands. Okay. Six of Visions. Is that also Six of Wands? I'll have to look that up in this deck. But is that a confirmation of Six of Wands again? I'm not sure what Visions is in this deck. Okay, and then it says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, worth waiting for. Interesting. Okay, I'm trying to get like all the cards down so I can get like more of an understanding for what all this means. But let's see. You also have the card Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. There's a song coming to my mind and I don't know who it's from because it's honestly, I think it's like this song that someone plays at the end of their YouTube, like their YouTube videos, but it's like you replace the darkness with light, you replace the monsters with sight or something like that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, that's what this light card reminds me of. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up what that I have to look that up. Okay. You also got 12 Awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action. So this is a bit like the Hangman, right? And then we also have 5 Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Oh, can you see that? Sorry. There. Unity and Awakening. Yeah, I could definitely see you're on a very interesting path, Pile, too. You are seeming to be really focused right now, sort of on maybe, even though you have passion, an Ace of Wands here, and this was meant to be a love reading, I'm actually getting like you are passionate, but it might not be in love right now. It might actually be more about like your career. Maybe you're inspired right now to create something. Yeah, because you've got a lot of creation cards here. But let me look this up because I'm actually interested in this one here, the Six of Visions. And I believe that is that from my, I usually like to read from the book of like which deck it's from. And I'll be honest, I've forgotten which deck this is from. Okay, yeah, it is from that one. Okay. Because it looks like some of the other decks here. But these are actually the fairy tale cards here. I am curious what the Three of Wands has to say. But let's look at the Enchanted Forest to see what messages are in the Six of Visions for us. And I hope you don't mind that I am reading from the book because this is a new deck, as you can see, this back of the deck. Yeah, this is Six of Visions. So, oh, look, she has a little fairy. I didn't notice that in the small card. Wow, I'm so glad they have like giant pictures because I just didn't even notice. I noticed this little girl reading her book in the forest, but I didn't even notice there are fairies. How perfect for reading about messages from the fairies. Okay, so this says Six of Visions. All in the golden afternoon, a child comes to her secret spot by the river, bringing her book and her imagination. She is absorbed, enchanted, blissfully lost in her beloved stories. She doesn't even notice the forest creatures and magical beings all around her, though it wouldn't surprise her to see they are real, for she believes in them fervently. Oh, beautiful. I do believe in fairies. I do. These hours are the foundation of her lifetime's ideas about happiness. As long as she can find her way into the forest or lose herself in a book, she will always be the child with dreaming eyes of wonder. When we grow up, we're expected to put away childish things and settle down to take life seriously, but we are never too old to live an enchanted life. Oh man, that reminds me of this song. One of my favorite movies of all time, R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. The movie Uptown Girls. I think it's, yeah. I love the like intro song where there's like, it's a charmed life, innocence wild, Crayola skies for 1,000 miles. It's a charmed life. Can you hear the magic? Or can you see the magic? That's the beauty of a charmed life. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the best singer, but yeah, I love that song. I always thought that was such a cute song in the beginning of that movie. So if you all have not seen that movie, highly recommend Uptown Girls. One of my favorite movies ever made. So cute, such a cute story about, you know, maturity and like learning to like not take life so seriously. Basically, it's you know, an adult woman who has never really quote unquote grown up. She's always lived in this fantasy world, and then she meets this little girl who's like too grown up for her age almost, and so they like teach each other things. It's really cute. It's just such a cute story. So again, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend that movie. But yeah, so that reminded me of this, like, you're never too old to live an enchanted life. This card is a reminder that the child you once were is still part of you. Yeah, your inner child. What was magic then is still magic today. All you have to do is open your mind to it. Your old friends from books and your imagination are close at hand, waiting for you to come for a picnic by the river. and the meaning at a glance. Memories of childhood, nostalgia, the way you were before cynicism or bitterness touched you. Yeah, and then it says a closer look. Do you see the dragonfly? I see, do you all see the dragonfly? It's like a literal dragonfly with dragonfly wings, but it's a literal dragon. That's so cool. Actually, I love that. Are those real? Do y'all believe in dragonflies? That's cute. Maybe that is a type of fairy. Adorable. Yeah, so I'm really glad I looked this one up. All right, so yeah, this is, I don't know, this seems to be more about the Six of Cups energy. What are visions supposed to be? Hold on, let me double check in this deck. What are visions? Like, what suit is it? Because it did not say. I thought it would say in here. This is a new deck, by the way, so I do apologize for not knowing. Because we've got spells and challenges. And what other suit is in this? Okay. Are they seriously not going to tell me? I'm a little confused. Sorry, y'all. I didn't know that. Well, anyway, the message still is important, whatever suit it is. It's about innocence, right? And still believing in fairies and magic. Okay. Yeah, I have to spend some time reading the introduction to this so that it will actually tell me which suits are which. Which suits are which? Okay, Minor Arcana. Here we go. Finally, I found the page. Okay, it says, I'm sorry. It says visions are cups. Yeah, so this is the Six of Cups card. Sorry. Wands are spells, swords are challenges, pentacles, boons. Okay, that's confusing, but I'm glad I finally found the page. Sorry. Thank you for your patience, pile 2, while I figured that out. Okay, so yeah, what I'm getting is that you right now are you're very passionate, but you're almost like very independent right this moment. And so you're not even really, I'm not even sure why you clicked on this reading, pile 1, because, or sorry, why did I call you pile 1? Pile 2, because what I'm getting is that you're almost like happy to just kind of, you know, hang out like this little girl in the forest and just like keep your own company and like just kind of chill. Yeah, you're very passionate about things right now, very creative, but it's more toward your hobbies and your interests, like reading and or whatever your hobby and interest is, pile 2, whatever that is. You're more focused on that right now than you are love, even though you did get good cups energy. So like Queen of Cups is like, you know, very open, loving energy. So you're like, it's not like you're not open to love. It's just that, you know, I'd say it's not that you're not receptive toward love. It's just not your priority right now. And because I think, yeah, you're going through this sort of awakening where you're looking at things in a different perspective and you're trying to just embrace your own uniqueness. Yeah, you're trying to embrace self-love here. That's what I'm getting, pile 1. Sorry, why do I keep calling you pile 1? If you were in between messages for pile 1 or 2, there might be some messages for you in pile 1, because I keep messing up and saying pile 1. Pile 2, you are very much learning to just be happy and independent and sort of, yeah, coming into your own and appreciating and yourself and your passions, your hobbies, embracing self-love, which is beautiful, pile 2. That's amazing. So yeah, very much you're in this energy of abundance, and you are willing to let love come in naturally. So because this is unity, right? And I do call myself Unionicorn. So I think that, yeah, I think union could be on its way, like as in, but it's not like your priority, because you're learning independence right now, I think, where you're filling your own cup first. That's it. Yeah, you are the Queen of Cups energy. So you're learning to like trust in this divine light, and you know that whatever this love is for you in the future, it's worth waiting for. So you're happy to wait and just kind of do your own thing and wait patiently for it to come in divine timing. Yeah, there it is. That's right. This card said divine timing. So you are very much trusting. See how this Justice card too, she's like, she has a blindfold on, and she believes, like, she has trust in the universe for this divine timing, and for, as well as for justice. So, you know, maybe for whatever reason, for this might be just for very few of you, there could have been a situation where something did not go in your favor when it came to law, or there could be a law right now that is unfair. Like, there's a lot of messed up stuff going on right now in the American government. Let's just leave it at that. Not to get political, but yeah, there's some bad stuff happening. So maybe that's what this is referring to. But law is not justice, right? So you yourself, pile 2, you know that spiritual court trumps any human court, right? So you trust in divine timing and divine justice. You know that this is not really like something you have to do. You don't have to do anything in this situation. Whatever this situation is sort of like an aside, right? Whatever is happening in your life when it comes to some divine justice, you know that that has to work itself out in its own time, right? So you know that whatever this is, it's worth waiting for, though. It's worth trusting in this divine timing. And meanwhile, you are working on yourself. You're working on your own life's work, your own passions, your own creative outlets, hobbies. And yeah, you know that there is this temptation maybe to like return to your old ways in a way, to like go back to something that wasn't serving you. But that you know enough that you know that that is a temptation, and so you are trying to avoid it. It's almost like, for some of you, if you maybe had issues with substance abuse in the past, or like, you know, we all have our vices, right? So maybe it wasn't like, you might be trying right now to to do that self-love thing, right? To do that self-love where you are trusting in your divine light. And when you love yourself, right, it's easier to take care of yourself. So maybe in the past you've had temptations. Again, it could be, you know, whether it's like eating, drinking, any sort of vice, any sort of like addictions, you know, take it how it resonates for you. You could be addicted to anything, right? You could be addicted to shopping. You could be addicted to playing video games. You could be addicted to lots of things. So however fits for you, pile 2, because this is a general reading. You could literally just be addicted to like overworking, right? And maybe now you're learning to take it a little more easy, and like give yourself that more like balanced life of work-life balance, right? But yeah, you are trusting more in this divine timing, divine justice, as well as your own divine intuition when it comes to whatever the situation is. So yeah, you're almost giving it over to the universe though. You're like, I know that some of this stuff is just not my circus, not my monkeys, right? One of my favorite phrases, not my circus, not my monkeys. You know that some of this is not yours to deal with. Like you trust that the universe has got your back when it comes to whatever this situation is that needs divine justice. And you know that you can sit back and let it all work out for you, right? Because you know that the wheel is almost, you didn't get the wheel, but it's like the wheel is spinning in your favor here. Yeah. And then, yeah, this unity, I'm definitely sensing that, like, this could be divine union, or at the very least, feeling more aligned with and feeling more in tune with your own self. Again, back to self-love. If you're ever curious about some of my other readings, if this resonates for you, only take it if it resonates. But if you ever want like a reading about self-care, I did do a reading about that a little while back, so you can go check that out. But yeah, this says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So maybe you are getting more into spirituality yourself, pile 2. You could be into reading tarot as well for some of you, or just enjoying listening to more tarot readings, right? Anyone who listens to this, I know that, anyone who's willing to even listen to a reading like this is more maybe spiritually aligned than the average person, right? So yeah, you're participating somehow in a spiritually minded community. It doesn't have to be the tarot community, but it could be something along those lines. But yeah, I think you're feeling, I don't know, you've got good vibes, pile 2. I'm just gonna say you've got some good vibes. You're just kind of like chill, relaxed, easygoing, go with the flow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got all this water in the Queen of Cups. Go with the flow, for sure. One with the universe, I just heard. Yeah, beautiful. All right. What is this 3 of Wands about? I'm curious. So we got the Fairy Tale Tarot. I want to know what 3 of Wands is. In this particular deck. What does 3 of Wands mean? Okay, so we got 3 of Wands. It says, story is Hok Lee and the Dwarves. See, I've never heard of this one, but it's from the Chinese culture. Keywords are communication, energy, and opportunity. So it says, symbols and meanings. And I apologize if I'm saying this wrong. Hok Lee, spiritual adorned, spiral adorned clothes connects his mind, body, and soul. Okay. Yeah, being one with oneself. Okay. The braid represents strength and fortitude. Hok Lee's green belt embodies nature, renewal, and oneness. The spiraling light is the manifestation of energy and new ideas. The flowing leaves represent the unearthing of repressed thoughts and the liberation of the shadows. The ancient tree stumps are identified with wisdom and rational thoughts. The roots have far-reaching influences, exposing collective truths. The bamboo trees are auspicious and provide luck. The notches suggest spiritual growth. Yeah, what was I just saying? Like, yeah, you are definitely in this season of spiritual growth, pile 2, for sure. That's definitely coming through very strongly. Yeah, you're going through a lot of like rebirth, or yeah. But it's like this beautiful, like gentle rebirth. Like it's not like a tower. It's just like you're coming into more like this unity. Yeah, you're coming more into yourself. You're coming more into like alignment with your own intuition, and this just like knowing, this deep knowing, which is beautiful, pile 2. So yeah, suggest spiritual growth. You can facilitate creative growth by remaining open to those things that will help you to diversify. Utilize your experience as you introduce fresh, dynamic approaches to your repertoire. There is no need to dismiss past achievements. Rather, develop new ways to use your skills as you expand yourself further. Exactly. Yeah, this is all about creative expansion. And yeah, it's like you're honing your skills. You're like learning to be more independent, more, just more aligned with everything, really, pile 2. So that's amazing. That's beautiful. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see much actual love by I shouldn't say actual. That's the wrong word to use. Sorry. I don't see any like relationship here as much as I see a relationship with oneself. Like, this is really about self-love, this reading, which is, again, I apologize. I just am a little surprised because I thought this was going to be more of a love reading. But yeah, I wonder, okay, what comes out here? I did have 1 or 2 more. Okay. So your little secret garden card says, dare, take a risk and fly. Yeah, you're learning to be daring here. Pile 1, for sure. I keep calling you pile 1. I'm sorry. Pile 2, you're definitely learning to become more daring and, yeah, trusting in the universe, trusting in divine timing, trusting in yourself. Beautiful. Okay, so then you also have this Lover's Oracle, and it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Yeah, exactly. So this is your energy of like, you do have like this open heart. You see this woman with her beautiful golden hair and this cup, right? So you are like the Page of Cups. You are open to the idea of love and offering your cup to someone, but it isn't your priority right now, but you are open to it, right? And this is talking about, you know, as much as it, I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. It's like, yeah, love never claims. Love is not ownership, right? Love is not possessiveness. Love is unconditional when it's true, right? The truest love is unconditional. So you are learning that, pile 2. You are learning to be okay with like whatever season you are in, where it does feel, like I said, it does feel like you're almost, if you're not actually single, you might be entering a single period. And yeah, but you're like okay with that. I think you're very much, you're open to whatever the future holds. You with this, like, see how she's got her arms open like this? She's very, her aura here is very open, like heart chakra. You know what's interesting? I almost picked for you, instead of this butterfly, I almost picked the green heart again, but I just used it in my last reading, or about a couple readings ago. So I decided against the green heart, but maybe go check out that reading. I think that reading was the one about the luck, the St. Patrick's Day themed reading. But yeah, I almost picked the heart chakra, the green agate heart for you today, pile 2. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, you're learning to open your heart chakra. You're learning that, you can send somebody, love from a distance, I'm getting. So if for those of you who aren't actually in a relationship, some of you are in the season of being single, some of you are maybe in more of a situationship where you're like giving someone space, giving each other space here, it says. Or some of you might even be in a long-term relationship where you're not, well, not a long-term, maybe a long-term, but what I was getting at was, what I meant was long distance, yeah. Maybe some of you are in a long-term, long distance. Yeah, something like that. Again, take it how it resonates because this is general. So just take that all with a grain of salt. It depends on your situation, obviously. But yeah, what I'm getting is that you're very much learning to be open and just not so focused on romantic love at this point. Maybe it's more focused on self-love and also like maybe platonic love. Maybe you're focusing more on family or friends at this time, pile 2. So yeah, that's beautiful. I wasn't expecting that today. I shouldn't have maybe made any expectations, but yeah, I think I was gonna get you some of these, but these are more romantic messages. I don't know, should I still give you some romantic messages? We can see what comes out. I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask Spirit. Okay, so if we're to channel pile 2's love interest, future love interest, what would they say to pile 2? Okay, they say you're super sexy. Maybe this is someone who's actually called you sexy before. Again, you did get passion and Ace of Wands. And if you know what Ace of Wands represents. So yeah, maybe this person, whoever your, I was going to say whoever your future love interest is, but I just heard like divine counterpart. Like, yeah, so whoever this is to you, pile 2, this person could have once upon a blue moon, either they've told you this to your face, they said you're super sexy, or this is someone who in the future they will definitely see you as a sexy person. Let's see what else comes out. This is from your romantic partner or future, past or future for most of you. Will you marry me? Is this someone you're already married to, or is this someone that you will marry? I guess it depends on your situation. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. This reading wasn't what I expected it to be, but I really should have learned by now to not go into any readings with any expectations. So yeah, again, this is general, so take it out as how it resonates for you. It says, you're my favorite person in the whole world. Aww. Yeah, so this could be a future person will end up feeling like you're their favorite person. And it says, I'm constantly impressed by you. Aww. Yeah, this person, whoever this person is, this divine counterpart person to you, pile 2, really admires you and is impressed. You do something impressive. I am in awe of your beauty. Oh, yeah, they think you're beautiful as well. Yeah, they're in awe. They're impressed. They're almost like shocked when they look at you. Okay, this one. I love you. Oh, cute. Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, this person we're channeling, because again, they don't seem to be like, I wish I could almost get a time, like a timeline here, because I don't know if this person is currently in your life, if this is an old person that you've sort of put at a distance and maybe y'all will come back together at some point. I'm getting that it's for a lot of, there's a lot of different scenarios here, like, but the point is that in this season of your life, pile 2. This person, just know that there is a person out there who thinks of you or who will see you. Maybe they've seen you in your dreams or their dreams. You've seen them in your dreams is what I mean. Maybe you all are just connecting on the 5D right now, but at some point in the future, this is someone who you will come into union with, right? All right, let's see what these messages have to say. All right, it's very curious. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get so few like messages, so many like just self-love messages. But it says, I want to break this no contact. Okay, there it is. Yeah, someone you are in no contact with. That's why you're focused on yourself right now. Yeah, okay. That's clarified. Yes, okay. So this other one came out. It says, I lost sight of what was important in our connection. Yeah, so there is a distance here, like a no contact situation. Okay, and then this person and you maybe stopped communicating, drifted apart, something like that, but you still have thought of each other over the years. Even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. Aw. Yeah, this person still thinks of you all the time, often. But it's more like a energetic connection. Yeah, like more like a 5D connection versus a 3D IRL connection, if that makes sense. So yeah, this person could be someone you used to know. Everything reminds me of you. Aww. And it says, don't wait around for me though. Yeah, exactly. So this person, they're definitely taking their sweet time. Pile 2. And again, if you got any inkling to go to pile 1, I keep wanting to say pile 1. So there was something about time in pile 1 as well. But yeah, bottom of the deck, I miss us. Aww. Yeah, this person misses you, but they're not really going to take any steps forward at this time. Pile 2, which is so frustrating. I'm frustrated for you. Yeah, no one understands me like you do. So this person definitely keeps you in their thoughts often. They miss you. Bottom of the deck, pictures of you still make me smile. Yeah. All right, well, I'm a little frustrated with this person on your behalf, pile 2, because if they feel this way, why are they staying silent, universe? Let's get 1 or 2 messages from the Love Me Not Oracle. See what this is about. Why is this person staying silent, universe? Spirit, why is this person staying silent? Why is there a separation at this time with this person? Oh, that's way too many. That's just half the deck. Okay. Let's see. I can't help but be interested in everything you do. Captivated. Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. Why? Open-minded. I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. Okay, there's that word open again. I was talking about being open. Okay, this one. Collaborate. I wonder what would happen if we joined forces. Okay, so maybe this person is someone you collaborated with. Again, I'm definitely getting like you are the creative energy pile 1. I keep saying pile 1. I'm so sorry. Pile 2. Because you got the Ace of Wands. You're the very creative pile. And you might have collaborated with this person in the past. Whoever this is. Okay, one more, Spirit. Please give me an explanation. Okay, that's more than one, but whatever. Okay, I know you're my soulmate. Right. So why are they being like this? I find myself thinking about you a lot, thinking of you. Yeah, but that doesn't answer my question. Okay, that's frustrating. I'm frustrated at this person too, pile 2. So they know that you're soulmates, but they're ignoring you. What is the blockage here? What's the holdup? Okay, this one. I recognize how special and unique you are. No one understands me like you do. Right, but why? Okay. Maybe I have to, let's get to the last oracle and we'll see. Maybe it'll tell me something better. I'm frustrated for you, pile 2. Like, what is this? Why, if they feel this way, can't they come forward with it? Or why are they holding back from pile 2? Why are they holding back from being honest about how they feel for pile 2? Why can't they tell pile 2 how they feel? Okay, so many. Okay. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Okay, that came out. I shuffled these. And that came out in pile 1. I feel you even though we are apart. Right, but why are you apart? See, even this is saying that you're apart. My life is not as together as it seems. Okay, that's the excuse. That's the reason. They just don't feel worthy. They feel like they have to do something before you can be together. I wish things could be different, right? But wishing isn't going to make it happen. Why? Why? I'm frustrated for you, pile 2. This is frustrating. Okay, this one. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I love you unconditionally. What was I saying before? This is about learning to love unconditionally, not only yourself, but this other person, because they're clearly going through something and they don't want to say what it is. But they have all these feelings and they're not coming forward with it for whatever reason. They feel stuck or they don't feel like communicating. Bottom of the deck says, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah. And they say, I wonder if you are happy without me. No. Probably not. No. I mean, you're making the best of a bad situation, it seems, pile 2. But yeah, that's frustrating. I'm frustrated with them. But that is your reading, pile 2. Those are the messages that wanted to come out. Please don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, okay. That's what came out for you, pile 2. Hopefully this reading helped give you some insights as to what's going on here. Thank you, universe. Thank you, fairies. So yeah, you know, keep being you, pile 2. Keep being your beautiful, innocent, loving self. Keep being open to this, sending this person unconditional love, because it feels like this is someone that you're obviously also probably interested in, but they're, for whatever reason, yeah, what was it? Trusting divine timing. That's it. You are learning how to trust in the divine timing of this, because things are still not aligned yet. Things are not, you know, the planets have not aligned, right? Like in, oh, maybe Hercules is like something that you to resonate with or something. Cause like, I don't know. I just heard like the planets align ever so nicely from the movie Hercules, the animated movie, Disney movie. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely go check that movie out. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's something here about that where it's like you have to both, I think, learn to be more independent and take risks here and align yourselves individually with this opportunity or something. Something has to happen, I think, in your life or their life in order for you to eventually be able to like communicate again, like to come together and talk about this. But that isn't right now, unfortunately, and I can't tell you when that's going to be in the future, but just know that they feel this too, especially if you feel like you miss them, because it said, yeah, I miss you. If you're feeling this too, pile 2, I'm sorry, because yeah, this is a hard time. There's this no contact situation, or no or low contact with this person, but they want to remind you that they feel it too, and they do feel like you're soulmates. They just don't feel like, for whatever reason, you can be together right now. So yeah, but that's going to be your messages today, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards. I always enjoy reading for you, so thank you for giving me almost 50 minutes of your time here. Yeah, if you liked this reading, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. All those things really help me out with the algorithm, so thank you for giving back in that small way. It just takes a second to like and comment or share or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All of those things really help me out with the algorithm and makes me motivated to keep making these long videos for you. So yeah, thank you for being here though. Thank you for letting me read your cards, and I hope you have a beautiful, magical, wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you picked this big brown mushroom looking stone, again, I wish I knew what this is. I'm gonna call this petrified wood because it has these really interesting bands, like striations. Hopefully you can see that on camera because I'm still in a bit of a shadow. I'm sorry. Still haven't figured out my lighting with this new setup after I moved. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. Because yeah, it looks a lot like wood, but I don't know what it is. I don't even remember where I got this, honestly. But yeah, it's just a little mushroom shaped stone. This is going to be your reading, pile 3. We did not actually ask like an official question in this reading. What we did instead was kind of just ask the fairies for some messages of whatever you need to hear at this time when it comes to love. So it says, such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. All right, so I just saw 111 on the clock as well. You might have, I'm getting a strong vibe that you might have recently had a really interesting dream that you like woke up to, and you were like, I don't know if you keep like a dream journal. I highly recommend keeping a dream journal if you don't, but this dream was like really, like it left an impact on you, pile 3, where it's almost like you could have written down your dream for like the first time if you don't normally, or I don't know, maybe you reached out or like asked somebody about it, someone you know, or you might have even maybe gotten a specific tarot reading on this dream, or I don't know, asked Reddit, because I don't know about you, but I follow r/dreams. So maybe you asked somebody either online or in person about your dream and was like, because you're kind of like wondering what it meant. Like you're like, oh, you know, I saw this person in my dream and they said this, or we did that. And it's just like, you're like, what does it mean? Like, what could it mean? I don't know. You also got King of Shells, the Visionary. Yeah, again, another dream card. Like you had this vision, you had this strong intuitive knowing, like you something happened to you in a dream. Yeah, let your friends help you. Okay, exactly what I was saying. Like maybe you asked your friends about this. Ask for and accept support from others. You asked somebody about this dream. You were like, what does it mean? Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so you're like working hard at something too. Okay, I can't make this up. Moonlight. So you got the moon card, but in this deck it's called Moonlight, which is cool. Oh, by the way, look at all the little bunnies. If you missed it, I did a whole reading. My last reading was about bunnies. Can you see that? They're kind of faint in the card, but yeah, look at the little bunnies. And I just saw 333. Okay, yeah, there's something very mysterious about this reading and about this message, pile 3, where maybe, oh, you know, because this is the Alice in Wonderland oracle. Did you have a dream about the white rabbit? Like follow the white rabbit? Or maybe you recently watched, because you know, maybe you recently watched like Alice in Wonderland or The Matrix, because in The Matrix, they say follow the white rabbit. Curiouser and curiouser. Yeah, so the moon card is all about mysteries. There's a mystery to this. You were like, what does it mean? What does this mean? Okay, 9 of Cups. Yeah, so let's see. Also, the Mentor. Yeah, you're asking for advice. You are asking your friends for advice on this because you're like, what do I do? And they're like, I don't know, it's just a dream. But you felt like it really meant something. You're like, no, this is not just a dream. Like you almost felt like it was like a prophetic dream or something. Yeah, you had like this vision. You're like, I feel like this unshakable feeling, like this is a dream that was like trying to warn me about something, or it was trying to tell me something, like something that might happen in the future. And it doesn't have to be like a scary dream. It could have just been like a dream about something important that's going to happen in your life. By the way, I can't help but notice that this face, it's funny. This is like irrelevant to you probably, but this character, I just noticed, she looks like how I looked when I was a little girl, actually. It's really funny. I'm like, Which, the reason why I bring that up at all is just because it's like, I've had a dream about, let's call it a past life. And it had to do with my face, because in this dream, it was about this person who, I, was like wondering about. And in my dream, they said, like, what does it mean if you were this person? And yeah, maybe I'm revealing too much here, but it had to do with this face, because I'm like, basically, I was wondering if I'm the person that I thought, if the person I resemble, let's say, there's like a historical figure that I actually do resemble, and I was wondering if I'm, maybe I'm just genetically related to this person. So yeah, I had this mystery, right? And again, this isn't, stay with me, pile 3, because I'm not trying to make this all about me here. I'm just trying to connect it to something I've experienced in my dream, where I'm wondering if your dream was something about a past life as well. That's what I'm trying to get at here, is that like maybe this dream had something to do with a past life or a love interest, because this is asking the fairies about a love reading was the, yeah. a love reading, a love messages from the fairies is what I was going to name this reading. But honestly, today, because I just sort of let whatever messages come through, today's been weird. Like all the piles have been very different. So yeah, but maybe this dream you had was about a past life or a love connection you had in a past life who could be coming into your life now or is in your life now, something like that. And you got the sun, beautiful. Yeah, so okay, the sun is all about, you know, well, I was gonna say divine light, like, you know, and beauty and shining light on something, right? Because you have the moon and then you have, yeah, so you got divine counterpart energy here because you have the moon and then you have the sun. Okay, I love that for you. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. And is that the, hold on, is this from the same deck or is it separate deck? Yeah, these are different decks. Okay, just checking. Sorry, I'm still getting used to my new decks here. These two are the same deck, yeah. And so you got the moon and the sun. It says that your friends help you too. Maybe this is about a friend too. Maybe you had a dream about a friend and you're wondering if this person is someone you knew from a past life. 9 of Cups. If they're your soulmate or twin flame, possibly for some. Like, where am I putting these cards? I don't know. I definitely over decorated. Sorry, trying to squeeze all these cards on the table. You also have 3 of Wands, okay. And Queen of Swords. 7 of Wands. Okay. And 2 of Cups, yes. Soulmate energy. Divine twin flame energy. Okay. So is this, did you dream about someone, was it a love dream? Pile 3. Was it romantic in nature, this dream you're thinking about that had this, left this huge impact on you? Let's see. You also have celebration. Okay, was it a dream about a celebration of some kind? It says, get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Oh, that's nice. Was it a dream about like a party? Were you and this other person at a party? I don't know, that's only for some of you. Okay, you got the Strength card. So you got the Sun and the Strength card, which are both Leo cards, by the way. So it says, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. So it says embrace. Did you like hug in this dream? I don't know. I'm getting the sense that that might be a stretch, but I'm getting the sense that like there was something romantic in nature. Were you like, as I like to say, canoodling? Were you like romantic or like intimate with this other person in your dream? Pile 3, was it a bit of a steamy, not safe for work dream, perhaps? Princess of Winter. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child. Or adult. Yeah, like maybe some of you resonate with the like starseed community, indigo children, souls. Let's see. So yeah, you're trying to get to the truth of the matter. You're trying to unravel this mystery of this dream and be like, what could it mean? What could it mean? And so you're inquiring to maybe your friends or family, like what, you know, asking them what they thought this dream meant. And yeah, you're looking for the information. You're seeking this out. You're looking for an explanation for this, and there's just like these mysteries that you're trying to unravel or unfold. Yeah, let me look up some of these cards. Maybe there's a specific message here for Seven of Wands. What does Seven of Wands want to tell us here? Okay, so Seven of Wands says, a golden-haired woman stands firmly at the center of a vibrant blue flower field, dressed in ornate gold armor and crowned with a regal crown. She holds a wand in her hand, unwavering, as 6 golden wands point toward her from all directions, symbols of challenges and tests from every side. Okay, so maybe this dream was like a test. Maybe the test is for you to try to understand and get to the bottom of what this dream meant. Yet she does not retreat. Her gaze is resolute, reflecting an inner conviction that surpasses any external doubt. This card represents defense, self-assertion, protecting what you've achieved, and facing pressure head-on. You may be in a phase of being questioned or feeling overwhelmed, but remember, you've come a long way and you have every reason to stand your ground. Determination and resolve. Trust in your strength. So you got the strength card. So trust in your strength to face this adversity. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you're feeling challenged by this for sure. And like it said, maybe some people even questioned you, like, why are you even asking about what you think this dream is? You know, like, again, I was getting like, maybe some people were a bit dismissive about this because they're like, well, what's the big deal? It's just a dream, you know? Who cares, right? It's sort of like the attitude I think you're met with maybe by some people. And you're like, no, it like there's a deeper meaning. If I can, like, I don't know what it is, but I can just tell it's supposed to, there was like a purpose, there was a meaning to this dream. It's not just any old dream. Like, it felt special. It felt maybe even, perhaps it was even a lucid dream for some of you. Maybe it felt like very real. Maybe you felt like you were really there. I'll tell you, I've had a number of lucid experiences ever since starting my dream journal almost a decade ago. And I don't write in it every day or anything, but you know, I've written in it pretty consistently over the last decade. At least every week, or at most every 2 weeks, I'll at least have one entry every couple weeks. But sometimes it's more like 2 or 3 times a week, right? And so, yeah, so through dream journaling, I've actually learned to become more lucid, and I highly recommend, if you have the time and energy to do so, it's very much worth it because, you know, it's a well-known phenomenon that, like, those who listen to their dreams actually can gain a lot of knowledge and insight on their life path and their, you know, what they've come to earth. If you believe in a lot of spiritual belief systems believe that, like, we have a divine, like, mission. We have a reason that we chose to incarnate here on earth. And, you know, a lot of people feel like if they listen to their dreams, it helps them with feeling guided toward what they came here to do, right? Closer to their soul's mission. And so there is, there's almost like an incentive, I'd say, to work on, like, dream journaling, so that way you can become more in tune with your intuition, which again is very much the moon card energy here, where, yeah, you can listen. Like, the more you try to write down your dreams, the better it will be, the more you'll end up recalling. So yeah, now I can I feel like it does also help me in a weird way know when I'm dreaming. And so I've become lucid a handful of times. Like, I'm not perfect at it by any means, but I think I'm getting better and better at becoming lucid in my dreams. And I think I definitely attribute that to the years I've spent writing down as much as I can remember from each of my dreams whenever I've gotten the chance. Ideally, it's right after you wake up, but obviously not everyone can do that. But, you know, maybe set your alarm like 10 minutes early. I know it earlier, like I know it's like a lot of people are just like, ugh, I can't be bothered to do that. But it honestly, yeah, maybe just something you practice or dedicate doing on the weekends or something, you know, work it into your schedule so that way, yeah, you can like recall more of the dream memories, because you know they are in there somewhere. Do you ever have like, you're just doing something random and then you'll randomly have a memory of a dream that you had, like, gosh, however long ago it was from that moment that you're like, and it just comes up like randomly, like you'll it's seemingly random, like something will just remind you of something that happened in your dream and you're like, whoa, that's weird. It's almost like a real memory. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, I think it is. I really do believe, and like the science is still out on why we even dream, okay? I could go into a whole rant about this. I'll try to keep it brief, but the thing is, most scientists don't even really truly know all the reasons why we dream or what dreams are, or, you know, so yeah, like to bring it back to what I was trying to say earlier, it was like, but it's a known phenomenon that like if you become in touch with your dreams, like there are so many examples of people like having been inspired by a dream to like invent something, or something like, I think Albert Einstein is even like said that like E equals MC squared came to him in a dream, right? So like I know for a fact like the invention of the like the sewing machine is attributed to a dream. Whoever invented, and I wish I knew their name off the top of my head, I do apologize, but the person who invented the sewing machine had a dream about it was like they were in this situation where there was like a tribe or something who had it's kind of a funny dream where they were going to like, they like captured him and was gonna like boil him alive. I don't know, that sounds so bad, I don't want to even say that, but yeah, that was the dream, was that they were gonna like cook him for dinner or something, and for whatever reason, you know, he saw that they had these spears at the end of their sticks, and the spears had a hole in it, and that person, they woke up and they're like, oh my gosh, that's the solution I needed for the mechanism for the needle, because you know how needles, sewing machine needles, have a hole to put the thread through, so that it goes up and like it threads through the fabric. Yeah, if you sew, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's just one example though of like, and I'm sorry I totally butchered that story, I'm sure people have told it better than I have, but yeah, that's just one example of like someone's dream like leading to an invention. So like I definitely am someone who wholly believes that there is guidance in our dreams. So if nothing else, pile 3, I hope that, you know, you feel a bit like vindicated in a way, like, or validated for the fact that you felt like this dream meant something that was special, especially if you like you brought it up to your friends and your friends kind of dismissed you or something. Like, just know that not everybody is ready to like tap into this wellspring of knowledge that dreams are. But if you are ready for that, pile 3, know you're not alone. There's a huge community of people, like I said, r/dreams, or Mall World, if you've heard of that, r/Mall World, maybe look into that for some of you. But yeah, which is all about a dream world, like that a lot of people are convinced we actually share. It's like a shared dream space. So yeah, look into those subreddits if you are interested in finding more about that, finding out more about that stuff. But yeah, what's my main point? This is just so funny because, like, again, I'm not getting a lot of like love messages from you for you in this pile. I'm just getting like so you got the Two of Cups, right? And the Two of Cups is a love card. It is a soulmate card. It is a divine union card. See these two? Yeah. So I feel like the message from the fairies, to summarize, is pay attention to your dreams, because you will find a lot of answers through paying attention to your dreams, writing down your dreams in a dream journal, and, you know, maybe even practicing becoming lucid in your dreams. There's something about your love that's wanting to come through in the 5D dream world before I'm even seeing anything about in the 3D for you, pile 3. This is a lot about this love connection you feel. See how lovely this card is too, because they're so cute. They're dancing together and they're both little fairies. They both have fairy wings, right? So it's like, yeah, you and this person are definitely connected in the 5D realm, the dreamscape right now. Maybe not so much in the real world, although this person could be someone you know from the real world. But that, you know, it depends. Take it how it resonates. If you know this person in real life, then, you know, then you do know that you know them. And if you don't know them, you don't, you know. So again, this is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. Some of you know your person in real life, and some of you haven't met this person yet in real life, but you might, yeah, I'm getting that this person is probably someone you will eventually meet if you haven't met them already, pile 3. Now I am curious about the Queen of Swords here, so let me look that up and see why you got the Queen of Swords as well. Wait, why does it only say... Well, that's annoying. Sorry, my little booklet here is not organized, so I'm trying to find the Queen of Swords, but it's in a different section than just the regular swords. That's annoying. Okay, so so we've got Pentacles, Wands, Cups, and Swords. Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay, here it is. Sorry, that took a little while to find. Yeah, the Queen of Swords has known sorrow and survived it. It has made her strong and smart. It has also made her a little distant and perhaps a bit cold. Like all the queens, she is creative and tends to excel in complex, intricate forms of artistic expression, such as playing the harp. She has a natural wit and way with words, so she is great company. But she doesn't suffer fools gladly. However, she is a great source of no-nonsense wisdom and advice. She'll no doubt have the easiest and surest solution to a problem. but she may deliver her gems with a sharp tongue. Interesting. Okay. So who is this Queen of Swords? Is this you? Pile 3? You also got the 3 of Wands. And in this deck, the same deck, 3 of Wands. Here you go. It says, it is almost time to move forward, but first you must consider the possibilities. Do some research, write out all the options, and think about what goal is most appealing to you. Make a map of your journey and a list of the things you'll need. You'll want to be sure that you'll have everything you need along the way, that you know where you want to go, and that you'll know what you want to do once you've arrived. Okay. So yeah, this is again just reminding me about, you have this desire, I think, pile 3, to, I think it's like you're motivated to find out more. And I think, like I said, I just keep getting the message, like, you'll be able to find out more if you work on, you know, this 3 of Wands. If you're motivated to work on like a dream journal, like you'll get more answers as you go if you actually put in the time. Yeah, so like if you actually put in time to make a dream journal, you'll be closer, one step closer to this like divine union card, right? This 2 of Cups energy. It's like but it's only if you put in that time and effort. Because again, I'm getting like almost like a warning. It's like, otherwise you'll have these experiences in your dream, but you won't be able to remember them because you haven't been practicing dream journaling them. And so you'll forget what you wanted to learn. It'll be like the moon energy, where, by the way, have you seen the Artemis 2 Dark Side of the Moon images? Those are wild, huh? By the way, I just flipped to the moon here. Let's see what this moon has to say. I know it's not the same moon, but it says, a golden full moon hangs above the night, illuminating the 2 broken stone pillars. Well, this is from a different deck. You know what? Fine. I'll read the actual deck that came out. Hold on. I was trying to find 2 of Wands, not 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups here. If I can find anything in time, here we go. 2 of Wands, this card, this deck. Okay. A pair of golden-haired youths stand in a flower-filled courtyard, raising their cups to each other with gentle, serene expressions. Their interactions radiate a sense of mutual respect and emotional balance. In the distance, quiet mountains stand as silent guardians, adding a sense of peace and timelessness to their connection. This card reflects communication and understanding between people. It reminds us that when both sides are willing to listen, respond, and share emotions, relationships naturally grow closer. Whether in friendship or other forms of connection, this balanced exchange is a warm and meaningful experience in itself. There you go. Sorry, I was not close enough, but you can read that. Pause and read it. Deep connections and harmonious relationships represent mutual understanding and support. Cherish emotional bonds and build trust. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you had a dream about your friend. Is that true, Pile 3? Was it someone that you like confided in? Did you like, oh my gosh, did you try to like tell someone like, hey, I had a bit of like a sexy dream about you? The scandal. Oh my goodness. Pile 3. Is that what happened? I don't know. Because yeah, you're getting like this card in particular in that deck was talking about like more like a friendship connection. But maybe are you like crushing on your friend and that was the way you're like trying to be like, hey, by the way, I had like a sexy dream about you. Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha, wink wink, nudge nudge. And it's like, we should just like date, right? Right about, like, we should just like date about it, right? And then they're like, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, I'm just kidding, you know, and never mind. I don't know. Was that what happened here? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just making up a scenario in my head here, but I'm getting, maybe for some of you, that's what happened. You also got Page of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm sorry, by the way, it's 3333 on the clock for you, pile 3. We're already half an hour into this reading, and I'm trying to debate whether or not I look up Page of Pentacles for you too. I'm just looking up all the decks. Why not? I got the decks out. Might as well use them, right? I got the books out. I mean, now the question is, can I identify which card that is from? Is that the Green Witch one? No, I don't think so. I've changed my mind on this. Let's go look up the Moon card out of this deck, the Enchanted Forest deck, because I am curious. So, where is it? The Moon. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to like show this, but it's easier if I like just find it on my own. So even this deck, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Moon. So it says, who dares to go into the forest when the moon is full? Who would follow the luminous path to the gazing pool? The forest is a different place by moonlight. What is familiar by day becomes illusory when the moon is full. The sounds of the night are eerie, haunting, filling you with nameless longing. Moonbeams sift down through the branches, silvering the sylvan glade. Hares go mad in the moonlight, wild with lunatic ecstasy. Oh my goodness. They dance and leap, then suddenly stand motionless, frozen, bewitched. They return to themselves when the dawn breaks. Most of the time, it is said that those who sleep in the moonlight either go mad or become poets. The poet Byron wrote, "There is a dangerous silence in that hour, a stillness which leaves room for the full soul to open all itself without the power of calling wholly back its self-control." Perhaps our lives are but a dream. I knew this was I was like, this is so dreamy the way they're describing it. This is not normally how most moon cards are described, but I love it. So yeah, perhaps our lives are but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And we are all as mad as moon hares. Have y'all heard, okay, this is reminding me, because you did get the dream card with the Alice dream. Such a curious dream card. Do y'all know the Mad Hatter song by Melanie Martinez? I know she's kind of canceled, but I loved that song before she was canceled. Like the Mad Hatter, like the Tea Party. Mad, she's like, I'll tell you a secret. She's like, we're all mad here. Or no, it was like, you think I'm crazy, you think I'm off my rocker, but I'll tell you a secret, the best people are, or something like that. It's a good song. Highly recommend especially if you like Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, it's like we're all mad here, right? We are all as mad as moon hairs. Even the most pragmatic cannot deny the magic of the night. When moonlight shines upon your reading, take it as a sign to let intuition rule over logic for a time. Right, so this is just saying, like, trust your intuition whenever it comes to this dream. Like, you've been, like, asking other people what they think, but, like, go into yourself and ask yourself what this dream means, you know? Trust in your own inner knowing, your own intuition. And again, writing, like, journaling it out, like, writing it down, like, literally break it down, like write what you can remember about the dream and then write what you think each part means. Like, just take your best shot at it, you know? You don't have to be quote unquote right or wrong. That's the beauty about dream interpretation. It's just like what comes to your mind when you think of what each bit of the dream could be. So yeah, practice a little bit of self-dream interpretation here. Because ultimately you are the ultimate say, right? And what your dream means for you. So yeah, you know, let intuition rule over logic. Pay attention to your dreams. Again, more about dreams, which may be full of portents. Do they mean importance? I've never heard of that. Portents. Like pretense? I don't know. I'll look that up. Spend time outside in the dark with no intention other than to be open to the mystery. I think they mean like look up at the moon outside. Meaning at a glance. Secrecy and mystery, the dream world, intuition, something is hidden from view. Closer look. How many hairs do you see in the card? I see 3, but there's actually a secret 4th here now that it's asked. See, there was 1, 2, 3, but here, there's actually a 4th in the reflection of the water. So that's beautiful. Again, if you missed my, my reading all about Easter, like again, it doesn't have to be Easter, it's a timeless reading, but I had my last reading, just one before this, was a bunch of bunnies. It was bunny themed. So I don't know. Do you like bunnies? Maybe your dream was about being a bunny. I don't know. Take that how it resonates for you. But yeah, let's see. You have one last card here. It's the Secret Garden card. It says, persevere, leave no stone unturned. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, again, this is like you're working hard. You're working hard toward trying to understand this. Like, see how she's like reaching? You're reaching toward this. Like, you're close. That's what the universe and the fairies want you to know. You're close to figuring this out, to understanding what this means in the context of your life or the context of this relationship. You're getting close. And again, I can't help but, you know, again, King of Shells, King of Cups. This says the visionary. It doesn't say past lives, but I personally was really getting past life energy from this card. So in particular, so yeah, maybe that's a clue for you, pile 3. Maybe this is something to do with a past life energy. Maybe it was even like you experienced something in a dream that was literally a past life memory, something like that. All right. But yeah, I mean, some of you might even want to look into past life regression. That's something that you could do as well, but that's not for everyone. That's just for some of you out there. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, pile 3. This reading is already so long. It's 40 minutes. Do we want to do some, you know, I did promise to get you a Lover's Oracle card. So let me just select from the back here. Let me see, is this PG? Yeah, okay, so we've got this card. Soulmate, oh my gosh, okay. By the way, I don't have all of these cards memorized. This Lover's Oracle, I just got this, so I did not know this was the soulmate card, but that's amazing. So yeah, you got the soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Oh my gosh, yeah, in your dreams. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah, soulmate. This is very much, Two of Cups is also very much a soulmate card. Yeah, so celebrate pile 3 because you're like manifesting. You're like calling in your soulmate. That's what you're doing. Interesting. In fact, you know, it's interesting because it says, let your friends help you. But one of the romance angel cards is calling in your soulmate. Interesting. Okay. So let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides for pile number 3. Can we hear then some messages from pile number 3's soulmate? Can they come through? I will wait for a sign from you. Interesting. Okay. Anything else? What does pile 3's soulmate want to tell them at this time? Messages directly from their soulmate. It's time for me to heal. Okay, so this soulmate, I don't know if you're aware of them in 3D right now, but you're definitely together in spirit, it said. So this person is, your soulmate is trying to heal from something from the past life. I want you. Yeah. There's definitely something, you've had like a connection in the 3D. I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay. Is this about the dream? What were they doing in the dream? I'm grateful for the spiritual lessons. I feel you leaving me behind. Oh no. Okay, well, you also got on the bottom of the deck, I'm starting to understand our connection, which is again what we're talking about, the understanding, the moon energy. They feel left behind. That's the only, I'd say, odd man out here when it comes to these cards. It's like, why do they feel behind, Spirit? Bottom of deck energy is, I am afraid to contact you. So maybe this person does know who you are, or you know this person. Again, take it how it resonates. This is a general reading. So if you know this person, if they're your friend, like if you know the dream you're thinking about was about someone you knew, then this person feels left behind, or like they're afraid to contact you first and they're waiting for you to contact them first about this. Like they don't want to, I think they don't want to like be the first to bring this up. Especially if y'all haven't talked about this dream, maybe they had the same dream and they're just like, I don't want to be the first to say, tell pile 3 how I really feel, or like what happened in our dream. But you never know unless you talk about it, right? Maybe they had the exact same dream, and then y'all could be like, oh, no way, we had a shared dream. That's insane. You know, you never know. You just never know. All right. But for some of you, if you don't know this person and you just had a random like dream about like someone you might have known from a past life, and you're like, who is this person? It's like a huge mystery. Yeah. Take it how it resonates for you. You'll know which dream we're talking about here. Oh, hopefully that was recording. I am running out of room, so I gotta wrap it up. But it says, I'm totally in love with you. Aw. Yeah, this person loves you. That's very clear by whatever happened in this dream. I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind, though. Right. So they're worried that like you won't like them in real life, because they're like, there's the dream, which is this fantasy, and then there's like, they don't think that you'd like them in real life. Inauthentic, yeah. I'm not looking for anything real right now. Right, so that's why, okay. So they're like, I love you, but I don't think it's going to work out in real life. And so we might as well keep it this fantasy in the dream world. Right, because my love isn't really a priority for me at the moment. Right, so they're not really looking for like a real 3D connection. They'd rather keep it in this like fantasy dream world. Because yeah, they're like in this period of solitude. It says, my alone time is precious to me and I honestly prefer my own company. Okay, yeah, but they do love you. That's the thing. But you got all these other blue cards, which just means like not open to the love connection right now. Yeah. So they're just not in the right space right now for it. Like, this is, I know it's kind of probably hard to hear that, but it's not personal. It's just that they're like, I think they're just kind of like intimidated by the whole thing as well. Like, maybe that's how you felt, but if you didn't feel that way, like they're someone who's like, oh, I don't know, that was just like, some of them might even feel like they're like awkward, like, I don't know, dependent on if you know this person, they're like your friend. Maybe they don't want to ruin the friendship, right? There's a Taylor Swift song for you. I don't know, something like that. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I did that all off camera, but I loved you more than I let on. Right. This person, if you know them in real life, they're trying to hold this in. They're trying not to let you know. I treated you like an option. I'm sorry. Right. Because they're just like, you're the only person on my mind. But I'm just not the person for you or something. Like, they're insecure. That's what it's coming out. They're very insecure about this. Maybe they feel like they can't live up to this ideal dream world version of themselves, right? Watching you move on is killing me, but I want you, I want the best for you. Right, so they feel like you're moving on, but I can't keep going on without you. This person's confused. Okay, one more. Can't keep going on without you. So this person like wants to talk to you about this, but they don't know how. They're just like, oh no, I'm sorry for wiggling the camera. I hate when I do that. Okay, it also says, you're the best thing that has happened to me. The flashbacks I have about us are intense. Right, so this person is like, keeps thinking back to this dream too. Can you see that? It's not focusing. Yeah, this person, why is it not focusing? There. They keep having flashbacks to this dream because I swear it's like y'all both had the same dream about each other. Interesting. They think it's like the best thing that's ever happened, but they're just scared. Yeah, they're scared to come forward about this. It's killing them. They're just like, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it, but I don't want to. They're struggling. There's definitely an internal struggle here happening where they don't want to be the first to talk about it. So they're waiting for you to say something. But they feel it too. Yeah, I love you more than I let on. And they said loved like past tense, but I think I'm going to take that as present tense. They love you more than they show. And it's because they're scared. They're scared to let you know how they feel about you. Again, this could be someone you don't know yet, so take how it resonates, but I'm definitely getting like if this is someone you know, and if this was a friend, because you got the friends card, let your friends help you. You got the friend. So if this was a dream, especially a romantic dream about a friend, and y'all both don't want to ruin the friendship, listen to that Taylor Swift Ruin the Friendship song. Like, it is better she says to answer the question than to keep asking it all your life, right? So yeah, leave no stone unturned, like persevere through this. Like if this is important to you, y'all need to be brave enough to say something. See something, say something, or feel something, say something, right? Because otherwise they'll feel left behind in this. They'll feel like, yeah, they're just scared. They're scared to be the first to say something. So if you feel like this is important to you, pile 3, these fairies are saying, be brave in this and be the first to say something, especially if it's someone you know. And if this isn't someone you know, if this is just some stranger you haven't met yet, then this is maybe how they'll feel in the future. Maybe this is a future friend that, for all you know, you'll forget this dream and you'll meet this new person, and then later you'll be like, wow, I recognize their face. It's like you'll meet them and you'll not know why you're recognizing their face, because it's either from a past life and or a dream. Like, oh, it's like that Cinderella song. No, wait, not Cinderella. What am I saying? It's Sleeping Beauty. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. Yeah, so, all right, pile number 3. This has been almost an hour reading, so I'm going to leave you here. 55 minutes long reading, but I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something from it. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards and giving me almost an hour of your time. So yeah, thank you for letting me read today for you. If you liked this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all that great stuff. Please hit the notification bell if you want more readings like this from me. And yeah, thank you for being here. Take care, pile 3, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 3. I actually forgot I was gonna read you some of these as well. So just my little homemade custom deck. So it says, you are my favorite person. Let's see what else comes out real quick for you. Pile number 3, it says, you're always full of surprises. Let's see what else comes out. Like some little love messages from your person. Remember when we spent all day together? Maybe that happened in the dream. Let's see. You make me smile. Maybe they woke up from this dream smiling. Whoever this is. You make me weak in the knees. Okay, one more. You are so sweet and genuine. You shine bright like the sun. Hey, like the sun card you got. Then we also have, I want to travel with you. Okay, one more. Do you want to go on a date? So this person will ask you out eventually. Do you want me like I want you? Will you be my Valentine? Oh, maybe around Valentine's Day? All right, and it said, you are my best friend. So maybe this person really is your friend, like your best friend. Pile 3. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be your reading. I got a lot of extra cards for you here. But yeah, that's going to be your reading, pile 3. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hope to see you next time. Bye.